All right, good morning, everybody, and thank you for all coming. Today, we're here to make a few presentations to our leaders in the Assembly and the Senate, and we want to thank them for their efforts in helping the veterans in the state of New York area, and that's what we're here for. We lobby for our brothers and sisters, and hoping that you will take it to the next step, and you have this year. We got $300,000 more than we really asked for, and we're thankful for that, and that's going for the peer-to-peer program down in the boroughs, which we're really
That's
happy
really
about.
important, it's been such an effective program.
Overall, we're very happy, and when we make progress, it's hard making progress with the leaders because they all have their own opinion, but the money is a big issue here, and so we're happy. We're moving forward in the right direction, and you're helping us do that. So we're here to give you. Before I got here first.
Ladies first.
No, ladies,
Yeah, ladies
that's what I got here.
first, the right way to do it.
Let me get here and read it. Okay. It's from the New York State Council of Veteran Organizations, and it's to the Honorable Dee Dee Barrett, New York State Assembly Veterans Affairs Committee Chairman, and this is the Distinguished Service Award in appreciation and gratitude for meritorious service in the interest of the veterans of New York State.
Well, thank you very much, thank you, let me come around there. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and very happy to have been able to really make a difference within my first few weeks of being in this position.
Well, you were
because
very inquisitive the first time we met you, and we learned from you, because you were learning from us and we were learning from you.
Exactly, and I was happy to partner with Senator Brooks to make sure we had that Dwyer money. It was the most important thing. If you have an effective program that's working
That's right.
in much of the state, I think that there's, it makes a lot of sense to replicate it when you can, so.
Well,
that was
we're
really
helping
good.
people, especially helping our veterans, why take the program away?
Yeah, well, and why not grow it? And certainly for our public defenders, I mean, I think New York is, and we've introduced some other bills that will continue to support our veterans, and that's our commitment. That's why we're doing this job,
That's right.
and we thank you for your advocacy and for the work that you all do, so.
Well,
Thank you
we
for this
thank you.
honor. Thank you.
The next award we got is the New York State Council of Veteran Organizations is proud to award the Honorable John Brooks, New York State Veterans Homeland Security Military Affairs Committee Chairman, and it's a Distinguished Service Award in appreciation and gratitude for the meritorious service in the interest of New York State veterans.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
To pick up where Dee Dee left off, and left off means it's a continuing story, and that's important to recognize. But on the Dwyer program, and talking with Congressman Zeldin, there's now a movement to take that national. It's a program that has, as we all know, been exceptionally effective. It's a smart program in that the status of the veteran isn't a factor in terms of his or her discharge. It is seeing success. Suicide rate and the people that they've dealt with is down. The fact that a veteran can speak to a fellow veteran about his issues, and there's comfort there. I think all of that leads to success. As you know, we got the $300,000 to expand the program. We need to go further. But Lee had sent me a letter, and we got in a conversation. I sent him back a note, this should go national, and he has introduced that legislation and is working on that. So, as Dee Dee said, what works we should build on, Not every program, many programs are started with the best intentions, and for one reason or another, they don't work. When you get somebody that's been down the road, talking to somebody that's troubled in the road, they're gonna communicate, they're gonna get there. So it's great stuff, and as she said, we have introduced a lot of veterans legislation this year. We finally, a veteran who's on active duty will now be eligible, or at least we've got the bill through the houses, for tax help there too. We gotta recognize reservists in particular. When I was in the reserves, you were in the reserves. You could be called up, but not what's happening today. And in many cases, our reservists are seeing active duty every 3 years or so. And that's challenging. You know, you go from your peacetime environment to a quasi-combat return. It's a big mental change as to what you're doing, and the return the same. So I think that both of us had an opportunity to start in the jobs in our respective houses. Both of us have taken an active role. That's going to continue next year. We're going to build on what we saw. And, you know, last week we remembered 75 years ago and the sacrifice that people made. And how that really changed and saved the world. We can never underscore how important our military is to us in the services of the veterans. And right now we know with many of the Vietnam vets, they have problems that are surfacing as a result of exposure to Agent Orange, and we've got to look at that. And we know that folks in other combat assignments or non-combat, however we want to define it these days, there are going to be issues there too. So I think, you know, off to a good start. We work together well. We're going to continue to work together well and continue to work on legislation that's going to help veterans, those in the military. Down on the island, we're going to be having, last 2 years we tried to have a job fair for veterans. And that's not such a good idea in the end, because a job fair is getting somebody a paycheck, but not taking care of the future. We're going to have a career fair this time. And we're talking to companies that are interested in hiring vets for long-term jobs. And that's what we got to do. So, you know, we're just going to keep massaging what we're doing until we get it right across the board. But appreciate this very, very, very much. And
Thank you for your, and we should thank the VFW for the peer-to-peer program, because they're the ones that got this started many years ago.
Yeah.
And it's working so well.
Yeah,
We're so
absolutely.
appreciative. And we'll be back again.
Oh, no.
We'll start our legislation probably today, and we'll be back next year with our legislation. Hopefully we get the
Yeah, we'll
support
do
that we
Now,
have this year.
You guys know you're always welcome. And as you can see, a lot of thought's gone into this room. I have to tell you a quick story though. The banners, there's the official banners for each branch of service. And do you know you can't display it without permission for the branch of service? And we only got permission for what, the Army with it?
Army.
Can we see the ones you can't use though? They're really
Sure.
nice.
Yeah. Well, she knows her way around, doesn't she?
Well, I was here the other
If
day.
they disappear, we'll know who to look for.
They're very nice. Moving furniture.
Yeah, well, she's got it all down.
Just because I thought everyone would do it.
Oh, so these were ones you'd had that
Yeah.
couldn't be used?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And unfortunately, we learned after the fact that we've got to get permission from each branch to display it. So we'll
Actually,
try to
no
do
problem with
that.
that.
Yeah, I
I
just,
really don't see anything wrong with that, because I'm a proud Marine and all, and I have to say that I don't want anybody using my Marine Corps.
Yeah, my permission,
Oh, no.
my permission from the Navy to display it. I'm a retired Chief Petty Officer, go right ahead.
Very nice.
well, we'll work on that, but the point is that what we've tried to do here is really recognize the committee that meets in this room, and who it is they're responsible to, and that's the veterans. So we have this stuff up, and Michelle has done just a great job in decorating the room, so I appreciate what she's done.
So do you know who to go to?
Hmm?
Do you know who to go to? To get
To
the,
get
permi- to get the approvals?
We've sent letters, only the Army's responded back.
Because it's the same people we went to get the license plates approved. It's the same, it's to get the
Okay,
seal.
maybe you two could talk, and we'll try to make another run to do that, and put that up, but,
I don't think any of the servicemen would not be honored to have their emblem hanging.
yeah. Well, it's just,
Yeah.
it's just the procedures you gotta go through, but the point of the matter is, and I don't mean to speak for Dee Dee, but we care a lot. And we recognize some people need help, and we need to do some things better, and there's housing issues and all the rest. And we're just gonna keep the drumbeat going in that direction.
We look forward to sharing legislation that we're introducing with all of you to get your support on it too. Because,
Well,
And
we're
I think
open
we
for
have a
any
new-
discussion. If
We
you-
have a new Division of Veterans Services Director who is very
Great guy,
interested in working
great
with
guy.
us all, and so I think it's a kind of new day in New York State now around veterans affairs, because I think we're all working as a team.
But if you have issues you want us to talk, most of us are local here, in fact, all are local.
Good.
We'd be more than happy to come over and sit down and talk to you,
Sure.
Sure.
and give you our opinions.
Yep, yep.
Good.
It's all good, it's all
Great,
good.
thank you,
Thank
thank you,
you.
thank you all very
Should we
much,
do
thank you for this
a group photograph?
recognition.
Sure, I'd like to have a
Sounds
group
good.
photograph.
Sounds good.
Get up there, come on, everybody. I'm getting up there, just give me time. I'm hurting as I am, so.
What's that? Every day.
In Albany.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're the photographer.
And then we'll get you right in the middle.
Okay.
Right, you want me in this or not?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Absolutely.
How are you? Good. Good to see you.
No, it's better, I'm upside
Yeah,
down.
And then,
Proper
we're happy
attention.
Yeah.
I wanna be higher, so I don't see my.
We'll just, a couple more people this side.
That's why you heard.
Okay, is that on this side? There we go. All right, let me just make sure that I can see everyone. Okay. And sir, sir, can you step up here? This way. No, you're good, you can step back. There we go. Okay. All right, looking good. Can you actually step back out? I like you over there, yeah. Let me just get my lighting. Okay, looking good. Couple more. And sir, right in the back, can you step this slowly?
Thank you so
There we
much.
go. Don't hide. Perfect, thank you.
Great, thank
You
you.
good back there, yeah, everybody's okay?
You got it?
All right, great.
Good,
Everybody, thank you very,
Great.
very much.
I actually work
thank
with
you, Senator.
You too, young
Yeah,
lady,
good,
good to see you.
I actually
Not
work
that
for
young,
the
actually.
Federal Department of Labor, a program called GETS.
Nice
And
to
we'll be
meet you.
sending the photograph to the Gibson Journal.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Oh, my, good to see
Yeah,
you.
we got all the companies on the island.
Because they were like, we're on.
Oh, you do?